Mesachas Saita Daf Mem Gimel. The Gemara says Pinchas Zeh Meshuach Melchama. In Sefer Gevurus Yitzchak from Agoni Yitzchak Srotskin Shlita, he brings the Bali Taisus Ala Torah that says a very interesting chiddush regarding the Kedushas Kohen of Pinchas. He says, Hoysu loy luzaroi achra briskun asoylam loy neskayin Pinchas ad shehoreg Zimri. And the Bali Taisus says that according to this, it's Miyoshiv, the Kusha Sa'olam. How could Pinchas kill Zimri since he was a Kohen? He was Metamal Amazim, and the answer is he only became a Kohen afterwards. And the Bali Taisus asked that Shver, because it's Mavur, that even at the time of Meshivas Yimei Meluim, it's Mavur that Pinchas had a status of a Kohen of Meshuach Melchama, and that was one of the Simchas at the time of the Yimei Meluim. And the Bali Taisus answered that although Pinchas was a Kohen, even beforehand, he was only a Kohen to be a Meshuach Melchama, but nevertheless to be even the Beis Hamikdash, and the Kuna should be for him a Lazara Yacharov, who wasn't Niskadish until the time that he was Horig Zimri. And Tzorchi and Godel, the Bir Hadvarim, what are the two stages that he really was in Kohen of Meshuach Melchama even before he was Horig Zimri, and then afterwards he became a Kohen to be Ovid in the Beis Hamikdash, and also that the Kuna should go loyal as Ari Achrav, Tzorchi and the Gerda of these two stages in Kahuna. So the Gevurus Yitzchak explains with a tremendous yisoid from Reb Chaim that we mentioned Reb Chaim in the Shir in Yomud Daf Yud Gimel. The Reb Chaim proves that there's two independent halachas in the Kedusha of a Kohen Gadol. There's one halacha in the Kedusha of a Kohen Gadol that's Chal Kedusha Saguf with the Shemen HaMishcha on the Kohen Gadol, and there's another halacha that the Kohen Gadol is Niskadish Bepeh, and this Nismane Bepeh through the Melech and Ochev HaKoyenim, like it's a Vur and Toises in Yuma Daf Yud Beis. And Chaim explains that the Gabi the Kedusha Saguf for the Isurim of Almana, it's Chal with the Mashiach of Shemen HaMishcha. However, there's another halacha of a Srora of a Kohen Gadol, which is Chal through the Minui of the Kohen Gadol through the Melech and Achiv HaKoyenim, and that's independent Chalois, that's Chal. And Chaim explains that a Kohen Sha'ovar is still also Ba'almona because the Gabi, the Chalis Kedusha, was never Poka, it's never Poka L'olam. However, the Minoi, which enables the Kohen Gadol to Meshamish B'Shmoyne Begodim, that's Poka by a Kohen Sha'ovar. And the Gevurus Yitzchak explains there's Mavur in the Ramban that Elazar and Isamar, when the Skadish and the Shivas Yimei Meluim, like a Meshuach Melchama, and they were also in Almana, but they didn't have a Din Kohen Gadol to be Oived. And the Gevurus Yitzchak says, according to Reb Chaim, the beer is they had a Kedusha Saguf with the Shemen HaMishcha of a Kohen Gadol, like a Meshuach Melchama. The same way a Meshuach Melchama has the Isurim of a Kohen Gadol, but Legabi, the Srora, and the right to be even the Beis Hamikdash with Shmoyne Begodim, that Elazar and Esam did not have. So according to this, he explains that's the beer in the Bali Atosfos that Pinchas had the Kedusha Saguf of a Kohen. Even at the time of Meshivas Yimei Meluim, he was Niskadish B'Shemen HaMishcha, but nevertheless, the Gabi, the Dinah, that he had a koyach to be oived in the Beis Hamikdash, in the Chalois didn't mean he did not have until he was Horig Zimri, and it passes from Meshuach Melchama, even though he doesn't have a koyach to be oived in the Beis Hamikdash, to have the Kedusha, the Gabi Meshuach Melchama. And according to this, he explains that's the beer in why there was only a Yerusha after he was Horig Zimri, because it's Mavur in the Rambam, the Kohen Gadol and all the Minuyim at the Beis Hamikdash, it passes Yerusha to their sons. However, Meshuach Melchama, there's no Yerusha. And the Gevurus Yitzchak explains the beer is according to Reb Chaim that specifically a din Minui and a Srora is a schus that one has that he could yarish into his son. However, Meshuach Melchama, the whole din is a Chalis Kedusha, it's Chal with the Shemen HaMishcha, and that one can't yarish into his son. So that's the understanding in the Bali Atosfos that specifically when he was Horig Zimri, and then it was Chalad in Srora that he was able to be Oived in the Beis Hamikdash. Only then he had the Kuna that was able to yarshin to his sons v'ayin shamoit. Moving further on, the Minchas Chinuch declares a tremendous chakira l'gabi that's mavur in the Mishnah that the Meshuch Melchama announces to those that go in Melchama that whoever was born by his Chodosh was ma'arasi isha v'lo l'kacho, was a nisyarim fa'aveyu shebiyodo is chayzer fa'orchal Melchama, is the pshat that they're mechuyev to go back and they can't go with their brothers to battle, or it's a reshus, they're allowed to go back from the Melchama, but they don't have a chiyuv. And Minchas Chinuch says in regard to someone that has a ve'er biyodo, it's mustava that he has to go back and he can't go to battle because we're concerned that he's gonna stir his friends that are going to Melchama. However, in regard to the others that could go back, Ma'orchal Melchama is mesupik if it's a chiyuv or a shus. And Minchas Chinuch says it's mavur in Rashi al Torah that's kedai who to die, because since he didn't listen to the kohen that said he should go back, so the Minchas Chinuch says in Mavur and Rashi there's a chiyuv to go back, and he can't go to battle with his brothers. And Minchas Chinuch says it's not Mavur in Rambam and Shas, a pshitis to his suffer. And the Sefer Mishcha Shem and Parashat Shoftim and the Sefer Ali Ber declare tremendous chakira. The Gabi, the Geder of the Chazor from Orchal Melchama is the pshat that it's a din in the Yochid that he has a ptur to be chayzer, or it's haloch in the Melchama itself that if these people will be with Klais on the Melchama, which they're the Melchama, and Ali Ber says it's totally in the Chakir of the Minchas Chinuch, because if it's haloch in the Melchama that's going to stir the others in Melchama, so then it's a chiyuv. However, if it's a halacha mituyvas, the yochid that's going to battle, then it's a reshus that has a right not to go to battle, and he could stay home because he was born by his chodesh. And the Mishcha Shemen says that according to the tzad, that halacha that his chayzim Orchal Melchama is halacha for the toiva of the actual battle. It's miyushiv, a tremendous kasha they asked, why is it that's Mavur and Rashi like we mentioned before, which Bemis comes from a Sifri, that someone that has a ptur to be Yotzil Melchama because he has Aveiro who is born by his Chodesh, he can't go to Melchama and Tzorchi. And why is it different than that? That's Mavur and the Chinuch, that he brings a machloikis. If someone's in Shana Rishona and he has a heter not to go to Melchama, does it help Mechila from his wife that he should go to Melchama or not? And Tzorchi and Gadol, why is it that over there is it sad that he has a right to go to Melchama even though he's a ptur of Shana Rishona? Meshenkin over here, according to the Sifri, he can't go to battle if he was born by his Chodosh or he just got married and he did not yet have Nesuin. So Mishcha Shemen says, according to this, it's Miyoshev Heitiv. Because over here, the Chesaron is that since he has his mond and his new house and his new wife, and therefore he's going to stir the battle, and he won't have his mind focused on the battle because he has his mind on his new house and his new wife. However, by Shana Rishona, it's not the concern because of his focus on his new Nesuin, rather it's because of the mitzvah of Shana Rishona, and B'chai Gavna passes for his wife to be moichel. I say for Ali Ber, that's Meirich on the Sofik, and he says the nafkamina the Sofik is, what happens if you have a Sofik, Legabi, one of the Orchal Melchama? Is he potter misofik, or is he chayiv misofik? If it's a ptur, so olav laviraya. However, if it's aloch in the gufa Melchama, so then misofik, it could be his mechuyev, and he brings the Minchas Chinuch as mavur that the misofik you go back because sofik nefoshes lahakol. So according to Minchas Chinuch, it's not totally in the shaila hanal. And Ali Ber's Meirich, it could be it's totally in the shaila the gabi melchemes mitzvah, because melchemes mitzvah kulam yotzim. And if it's geshter the Melchama, it could be pertains by melchemes mitzvah, but it's mavur kulam yotzim. And he says it could be it's not a raya v'ayin sham. Moving further on, the Mishnah says ve'elu she'ein chayzvin almona l'kayin god the grusha v'chalutza l'kayin hedyed that not chayzim Orchal Melchama. The Chodim ask a tremendous kash on this Mishnah. It's mavur in this Mishnah that a kayin goes to Melchama, and therefore specifically almona kayin god the grusha v'chalutza l'kayin hedyed has a discussion that they should be potter. And Tzorchi and the Rambam says clearly in Hilchos Shmita v'Yovel that Koyanim and Leviim don't go to Melchama. And the Sefer Mishnah Yaivit says the answer to this kasha is that there's two different halachas. There's halacha of the chiyuvei milchama, and mitzad the chiyuvei of the kal that goes to milchama, the Leviim are not mechuyev. And there's a second halacha mitzad the melech. A melech has a koyach to force people to go to Milchama, and the Melech has a koyach to force even the Leviim to go to Milchama. So therefore, if the king forced a kohen to go to Milchama, so therefore he doesn't have a ptur by in the suin of Almana can go to Gushu Chalutz the kohen Hedit. And the Sefer Derech Hamuna from Chaim Kanievsky that asks on this Mahalach, they says it's a deichik to say that a Melech has a right to force someone that's potter from going to Milchama to go to Milchama. He says that Talmud Chachamim, it's a war. And the Gemara Bava that they don't go out to Milchama. Would you say that a Melech has a right to force a Talmud Chacham to go to Milchama? And Chaim Kanievsky says that the answer to this kasha is that although Bnei Levi are potter to go to Milchama, they could go if they want to go to Milchama. They go to Milchama. So b'chai gavna that they went to Milchama even though they were potter. The Mishnah says that Almana can go to Gushel Chalutz the Kohen Hedi doesn't have a halacha that they should be choizer me'orche haMilchama.